Samantha waited for the whistle, and when it was blown and the ball was thrown, Nina hit the ball toward their net. But Samantha was very fast enough to hit the ball back to Nina's side and entered the opponent's net immediately, and the S&B team scored a point. S&B's team's point 2. Pinky's team, Nina's team point 2. The ball was thrown again, and to cut it short, Samantha's team won another point, which caused Nina to clench her fist angrily. It continued. S&B's team had 8 points, and Pinky's team had 6. "Is too high," Lilly muttered as the ball was thrown way too high. Samantha waited for it to come down a little before she jumped and hit it, making it fall into Team Pinky's net. The crowd roared in excitement as S&B's team scored 9. Nina threw her racket away in anger and walked away. Her teammate just stared at her in shock. Did she just leave to embarrass them? A judge stood up and announced, and the S&B's team won. Samantha jumped up happily, but fell immediately. She felt her feet sting. Maybe trying to make Brian proud made her ignore the wound for so long. The cheerleading leaders, which were 3, came in and raised their whatever, and began to cheer them happily. Yeah! How could she play like that? Only Brian could do that. Wow, Nina. Looser. Oh my God, that was awesome. Go to hell, Nina bitch. Samantha stood up and looked at the VIP seat to find it empty, huh? Samantha raised an eyebrow, but gasped when someone swept her off the ground from behind. Then it came with a spin that made her a little dizzy. But the familiar scent of strong cologne filled her nostrils, and she knew it was Brian. "Brian, put me down," Samantha muttered, and Brian placed her down. Samantha's eyes turned. Then she knelt and puked out some things she ate in the morning. Disgusting! Samantha covered her mouth with her hands. "Are you okay?" Brian asked, as he scooped her into his arms and stared at her worriedly. "Am okay. I guess you gave me a spin for such a long time," Samantha said, and he placed her legs gently on the ground and pulled her into a kiss. And people there knew immediately that the team S&B meant Samantha and Brian. At the changing room. Immediately, Nina entered the house. She scattered anything she laid her hands on, makeups, dresses, shoes. She even threw glass tables down, making them shatter into pieces. "Nina, calm down," Selena said, but Nina was still breathing hard in anger. "I hate that bitch so much. There is only one person that can play like that in any type of sports." "Brian, so Brian might have helped her," Selena added, and that fueled Nina's anger as she began to pull her hair. "Am going to teach her a lesson in a way that she would know who Nina Lan is," Nina muttered darkly. Even Selena moved back because she looked like a ghost right now with the intention of devouring anyone that comes in her way. "Call my cousin here," Nina muttered. "Who is your cousin?" Selena asked. "Zach." "What?" "That scary-looking guy," Selena added, and Nina glared at her while she bit her lower lips and walked away to call Zach. At Brian's secret warehouse. "Boo! Eee!" "But how come?" Jeremy muttered as he clenched his fist. "Is the truth? Should I show you the evidence?" Jeremy's mum muttered and threw a paper at him, and he caught it. "Now you have seen it with your very own eyes. Then we can go home," Jeremy's mum said. "I guess I'm a fool for running away from the situation instead of to face it. You can't force me to do what I don't want to do. I might be married, but just how I and Mandy became united is the same way we will be separated." "Through a paper," Jeremy muttered. "You can't tell me what to do and what not to do. I'm a fully grown-up man, and as a fully grown-up man, I say that I'm not living with Mandy or marrying her in a grand style. We are ending this bullshit here," Jeremy added. "Jeremy, how dare you talk to me that way?" Jeremy's mum asked. "Mum, you better leave before I get angry. You know me more than anyone else." "My anger is terrible," Jeremy said. "You're marrying Mandy," Jeremy's mum said. "How am I sure the paper isn't fake? Who makes the rule? The government, and in the rule they said that no parent should force a man over 18 to marry who he doesn't want to marry. Brian's dad, the president, said, if you break this rule, you know what will happen then." Jeremy smirked triumphantly as he saw his mother staring at him speechlessly. If you have nothing else to say, then goodbye, Jeremy added, and walked up the stairs. Jeremy! The sound of the door being locked with a loud bang cut her off. Mrs. Quinn hooked the golden, well-decorated badge at Samantha's uniform and smiled proudly at her. Congratulations there! You're now the new school's queen bee. Mrs. Quinn smiled and pecked her hair.